Hello everyone! In this video I'm going to show you how to crochet these really cute crocodile stitch boot cuffs. You can make them to fit pretty much anybody. You just go ahead and measure around the part of the leg that is at the top of your boot. So like my boot is going to fit right up here, so I'm going to measure that part of my leg. You will need an H-sized hook, and this is a 5.00 millimeter. I'm using a worsted weight acrylic yarn, and this is Red Heart. I'm also using a pair of scissors, and a yarn needle is very handy for sewing in ends. To begin, you want to make a slip knot. You're going to wrap your yarn around your finger twice. You're going to put what is the back yarn to the front. And now what is the back yarn, you're going to pull off your finger, just like that. And that creates a slip knot. To begin, we're going to chain 13. This does not count as a chain. Grab your yarn and pull it through. That's your first chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Now we're going to half double crochet into the second chain from hook, and that is 1, 2, so we're going to half double crochet into this chain. To half double crochet, yarn over, insert your hook into the stitch, grab your yarn and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. That's our first half double crochet. And then we're going to continue all the way down this chain. And you should have 12 half double crochet. I've completed my first row of half double crochet, and you're going to chain 1 and turn. And then you're going to half double crochet into the very first stitch, and in each stitch all the way down. I also went and grabbed a little stitch marker here, which is also a safety pin, and I thought for beginners, in order to make sure your edge is really straight, it's sometimes really handy to take a stitch marker and put it into your very first stitch. So you see, these are the V's on top, and I'm going to place the stitch marker into my very first half double crochet. And it's probably even better to do this as soon as you make the stitch. And then you're going to half double crochet all the way down, and when you get there, you're going to see from this way, it's kind of hard to see that stitch once you get there. You'll see. It's much easier with the stitch marker telling you that that is your very last stitch. Sometimes we can't always be counting if we have, the kids asking us questions or, something going on with a pet. We can't always be counting. So that is my very last stitch, and you see it's kind of tucked itself down and around. So it's really handy to have the stitch marker to say that's my last stitch. Okay, so you're going to continue in this fashion. You're going to chain up 1 and turn and do all these rows until you have the measurement that's going to go around your leg. So for mine, I had about 5.5 inches. So 5.5 on one side, so that's a total of 11 inches around. And lengthwise, it's about 3 3/4. Let's see if it's similar on this one. Yep, about the same on this one. Okay, so go ahead and complete all those rows until you have a strip long enough to reach around your leg, and I will see you when you're finished. Okay, so I have completed the base part of my boot cuff, and right now it looks a lot like a scarf and not a boot cuff, but I just want to go ahead and measure it again on a flat surface and make sure that I have 11 inches. So I have 11 inches for sure, and then we are going to slip stitch to join the 2 ends. So I've already chained 1 over here because I thought I might need another row, but I don't. So I'm gonna take that stitch out, and I'm just going to slip stitch by grabbing my yarn and pulling through and through, and into the next stitch, all the way down this edge of the boot cuff. Once you've slip stitched your piece closed, you will be single crocheting all the way around the top. And I just chain up one, and I'm just single crocheting all the way around the top. Now, to make the crocodile stitch, you're going to need sets of 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then again all the way around. So I actually got 42 single crochet around the top of my boot cuff. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for the second boot cuff as well. Okay, so I have completed the single crochet round all the way around the top of my boot cuff, and the best way I find to do it is just to count and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then start over again to get all of your stitches in. And in some cases, like with this one, I had to put 2 single crochet into one stitch just so I could get the 42 that I got for this boot cuff. Okay, the next step, we are going to chain 2, 1, 2, and we're going to double crochet right back into this same stitch. To double crochet, you're going to yarn over, insert your hook into that stitch, grab your yarn and pull up a loop. You have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over and pull through the second 2 loops. Then we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, and double crochet into the third stitch. And we're going to place another double crochet into that same stitch. So we have 2 double crochet into that stitch. Chain 2, 1, 2, skip 2 of these single crochet on the bottom, and we're going to place 2 more double crochet into this third stitch here. And you're going to do that all the way around, and I will see you at the end. At the very end of your round, you're going to chain 2, and you're going to slip stitch to the top of your very first double crochet. And that's what it looks like all the way around the top. Now we're going to begin our crocodile stitches, and this is absolutely one of my very favorite stitches. I don't know, I just find it really intriguing how they layer. You're going to chain 2, and we're going to double crochet 5 onto this double crochet right here. So it's kind of funny, but we're going to turn our work right on the side like this, and you're going to place 5 double crochet right into that stitch like that. But this is actually going to count as our first double crochet, so this chain. So we're actually going to just do 4, I guess, to begin. So there's 1, and you can see how it's laying like that, and 2, 3, and 4, and then you're going to chain 1, and we're going to turn our work like this. So now we're looking at the front, and then we're going to place 5 double crochet onto this post, which is the second double crochet. So go ahead and just pinch your work and pull it up, and we're going to then place the 5 double crochet into this stitch. And this takes a little bit of getting used to, but it is so much fun, and it's very worth it. There's 3, 4, and 5 double crochet. And that is how it looks when you're finished. Perfect little leaf or scale. Now you're going to single crochet down into these 2 double crochet, and we're going to go right from that single crochet into a double crochet and double crochet 5 into this next double crochet. Okay, so you're just going to go straight like this, and you can turn your work and place the other double crochet into that space. So we have 1, and there's 2, and 3, 4, 5, chain 1, turn, and then you're going to place the other 5 into this second double crochet. So right like that. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet into the next double crochet set. And this is what it's looking like. And then go straight from that single crochet into a double crochet. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chain 1 and turn, and then place 5 more double crochet into that second double crochet. You can continue this all the way around, and I will see you for round 2 of the crocodile stitch. Alright, so at the end of the round we want to make sure and single crochet into that last set of double crochet from our previous round. And I like to grab the chain of that very first crocodile stitch and just slip stitch into it, and I feel like it helps anchor that piece, because as you see I didn't do it in this one, and you see how it's kind of like curling. So if you slip stitch, it helps hold it out. So now we have to create a framework for the next set of crocodile stitches. You're going to chain up 2, and we're going to double crochet down into that single crochet, or that single crochet of the previous round. Okay, so you're going to do just like that. So we have the chain and then our double crochet. We're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and then we're going to place 2 double crochet into this space of the crocodile stitch. There's 1 and 2, chain 2, and then place 2 double crochet down into those 2 double crochet of our very first framework round. So it's just going to look just like that. Chain 2 again, and do 2 into this crocodile stitch. And that is our framework. You want to go all the way around, and I will see you at the end. So I have completed the framework for the next round, and with crocodile stitch it's very important that you layer your leaves or scales. So you see these 2 are followed by this one on top, and then those 2 go over the one on top, or this one right here. So we're going to do the same thing with this boot cuff, and see we have one scale here and one here, so we're going to place a scale right here. So you want to do your chain 2, and we're going to turn our work on the side and place the 4 double crochet into that very first chain, because that chain 2 will count as our first double crochet. 2, 4, and 5. Chain 1, turn, and then place your 5 double crochet into the second double crochet there. There's 2, 3, 4, and 5. And you see how that's layering just like that. Go ahead and single crochet into the next set of double crochet, and then go into your next crocodile stitch. Okay, so I only have 2 more rows basically of this boot cuff, and you just want to create your framework for the last row. And I'm chaining 2 and placing my 2 double crochet into that crocodile stitch space, and go ahead and do that framework and we can work together for the last round. So the last row, you're going to just place your first crocodile stitch right here. So you're going to chain 2 and place your first crocodile stitch. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, chain 1, turn, and again. This time we're going to put 5 double crochet, 4 and 5. We're going to single crochet into that next set of double crochet and then go into our next crocodile stitch or scale. I guess they look a lot like leaves too. There's that. Go ahead and complete this last round and I will see you in just a minute. So I just finished off my last round of crocodile stitches. Now I'm just going to snip my yarn, grab that tail and pull it through and through. I'm going to go ahead and sew that tail in. I just want to thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you love your new boot cuffs. Please comment on this video, like it if you love it, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching. Bye!